Istanbul is booming and we are here to talk about it. I'm Mohammed from Artu company and we are here with Mr. Mutassim from the sales team of Favors project. Welcome here, Mr. Mutassim.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be with you and the R2 team.
It's our project. Well, let's start with a brief of the developer. Tell me about the developer of Favors project and the history behind it. What was the projects you worked on it before?
So, to start off with the name of the construction company, we are here Gul Inshaat. It's one of the biggest construction companies. It started out in the 70s. Right now, in just Istanbul, we have over the 70 projects in Istanbul only. Part of it are universities, malls, residential projects, a little bit of a mix between both. Some projects that we have, they have a residential project underneath the project. It has a shopping mall, you know. So the construction company as Gul Inşaat, it's very diverse in terms of their development. They even participated in the construction of the new Istanbul airport. So we are talking here about a construction company that is reliable, that has a very good history in Istanbul. If we are talking only about Istanbul, has very good history. And if you're talking about the projects that we are at right now, we are here making a brand name of ourselves. It's under the name of Favorist. The Favorist projects here, we are currently have like 3 projects, and we took the license of another 3 projects in the same area. And underneath every and each project is going to be a huge shopping mall of sorts. All mall is going to be different in type, in brands, in shape. So we here are like responding to all requests of all types of clients of all types of nationality.
Yeah, I guess with over 50 years of construction history and also over 70 projects, as you mentioned, for sure there is different types that you can offer for different tastes. But what about the residential, the projects that you just mentioned, favors? All of them are residential.
All of them, yes, are residential projects, and I can say, in terms of the quality, as Gulen Chat, we are concentrating very much about the quality of the area of the projects. That's basically due to the area that we are in. So, whenever you are, as a developer, when you are in a luxury area, you are trying to make sure that the quality of finishing that you have, it corresponds with the area, with the taste of that area. It like makes sense. It copes with the quality of the area, the quality of as the residents of this area. You know. So yeah, about the Favorist projects we have here, as I've told you, as I mentioned, the 3 projects. All of them are residential.
Apartments or villas?
Right now, for example, two of the 3 projects that we are having right now, they have only apartments. The third project, which is actually going to be launched very soon, it's still not launched yet. This one has a partition that has villa options in it. So here, as I've told you, the diversity that we have. For example, if a client is looking for small areas, we have options for that. Big areas, we have options for that. Villas as well, we have.
Amazing. And right now we are located in Büyükçekmece area. And as I understood, the 3 projects that we're talking about today, they are all located in the same line. What's special about this area?
So, if we're talking about the line that we are in right now, that's the road that we are in right now. It connects between the Ebeş, the E5, to the A6, and two of the most important roads in all of Istanbul. If you're talking about the Ebeş, it's the Metrobus line. It connects all of Istanbul together. If you're talking about the A6 and the E80, it connects. It's an international line. It's international highway. It connects from Bulgaria to Iraq. So two of the most important lines in all of Istanbul. If we are talking about the area that we are in right now, which is Büyükçekmece Alken 2000, Alken 2000 is one of the most luxurious areas in Istanbul. 90 to 95% of this area is just villas. We are talking about huge standalone villas. We are talking about the if you are talking about the prices of the area of the villas that we are here, it starts from $2 million up to $23 million. So the range, that's what I'm telling you about the luxury of the area. Yani if we are talking about even the facilities this area has, I don't need to tell you that I'm very close to the Istanbul airport. I am around 25 to 30 minutes to the Istanbul airport. However, I have a private jet airport close to the area. We have a horse club that's right next to the area. You know, these facilities, it tells you more about the type of the people that resides in this area. As well, one of the huge projects in this area from the municipality, from Büyükçek Belediye, is the Midwood cinema production area. It's going to be the biggest cinema production area in all of Turkey.
Wow, I
You
didn't
know,
know that.
this is the type of يعني, the luxury we are talking about here.
Yeah, and Büyükçekmece itself, there is a lake with this name. There is a lake Küçükçekmece, and there is another lake Büyükçekmece, which means the smaller and the bigger type of the lakes. And I think one special feature of this area are the views, are the sea views and the lake views. And we're not talking about a small lake; we're talking about a huge lake and the Marmara Sea, which I guess even from your project you can have this kind of views.
Yeah, actually, in all of our projects, we have that view from the ground floor. I mean, imagine, as I've told you, even the facilities that we have, it's five-star facilities in terms of the swimming pool, the sauna, gym, Turkish hammam, everything. So imagine that you are in the open air swimming pool and you have that view, the full lake and sea view from the ground floor.
Yeah, even
This
on the left side, I can see it right now. It's a
exactly.
very
Yani right
beautiful
now we are
area.
at the facilities of the project.
Hmm.
We have full lake view, we have full sea view, we have full view over the villas of
Yeah, and the
Alpen.
green spaces are amazing here. That's great. And let's get into more like let's get into the ROI. Not only about your projects. I would like to know your personal opinion about the returns on investments that the foreigners or even the locals have done during the last 5 to 10 years in Istanbul.
To be honest, if we are talking about ROI, I would, yeah, if you are an investor, I would not suggest you to look for ROI in Istanbul. I would suggest you to look for the return on capital. If you are buying in an area that still going to have facilities that's going to be delivered to it, or buying in an off-plan project, this way, I'm speaking about an experience, يعني, in all of Istanbul, that a lot of people bought in the last, like, let's not talk about 5 years ago, let's talk about like 3 years ago or something like that. People who bought from like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, with a certain amount of number, this number doubled, because Istanbul is one of the most growing cities in all of the world. We still have new metro lines still going to be connected. We have still tramway lines still going to be connected. Even we had the Istanbul airport. Yeah, and there is no other city in Europe, or maybe I can say in the world, that has this much of development. Like a new airport, new metro lines, new tramways. So here, whenever there is a new tramway or new metro line connected to an area, of course that will increase the
Of
price of the
course,
area.
besides the mega projects like the Channel Istanbul and this kind
Exactly.
of projects.
So here, as Istanbul, it's always growing. It's one of the biggest cities in the world. It is always growing. It's always developing. Yani in every area, if you buy in any area that that doesn't have facilities, but for example, there are plans for the municipality to have these lines, to have these facilities provided to this area. This is an investment. This will multiply your investment. If you're talking about ROI, as I've told you, if you come to Istanbul to look only for ROI, I wouldn't suggest that. I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend to buy something in an area that's going to be developed in a project that's still off plan. Of course, when any project when still is off plan, Once it's developed, once it's ready, of course the price will be different. Once the area that the project is at gets a new metro line station, or a metro line in general, of course the price will differ, you know.
Yeah, for of course for the under construction projects, the off plan ones, there is very clear reason for the good investment, and beside they can get, I guess they can get benefited from the payment plans. What do you guys offer to your investors
As
as
I've
pay?
told you, I have here three projects, so I have variety of payment plans. The projects that are going to be delivered very soon, we can have a payment plan over 6 months with a 50% as down payment. However, as I've told you, there is a new project that's going to be yani launched soon. It's not launched yet. This one we are having at the moment a very good payment plan over like 35 months installment. With
Great.
very low down payment. I mean, we are talking about 35 percent
35%,
as a
that's
down
really
payment.
good.
So if you are an investor, if you're looking for something like that, this would be a very good option. If you are looking to live, this is going to be a very good option for you, because it's a residential project. It has one of the biggest spaces in all of Istanbul. We are talking about a project that has a mall underneath it as well. It's going to be a mall over 2 floors. It's going to be even bigger than the Avenue Mall. Yeah, so this will add not just value for our projects, this will add value for the whole area. This was going to change the whole area. Gul Inshaat took this area. Basically we are controlling, I can say, 80%, so 85% of this area. We are changing this area. We are making sure that investors get their money from investing with the construction company, with our projects.
That's great. And of course, as you know, like there are some investors, some home buyers who are looking to buy and give it for rent and just rent out the properties. Do you guys offer this kind of services, this kind of support to your investors?
Of course, whenever a client wants, if he is looking to buy for some like small apartments for investment, we have options. We have, for example, as I've told you, the three project that we have. One, the one that we are at right now. There is another project that we have. This one I can say it's a little bit of more an investment option, because only we have only there 200 apartments, the total number of apartments. So that gives a little bit of scarcity options. As well, all of the apartments have full lake and sea view. So this option is a very good option if you're looking to rent it out. Maybe you're looking for touristic rent. That would be a very good option as well. The project itself, as I've told you, as well, is going to be having a mall underneath it, so it's going to be easy for you to rent it. And if I'm speaking about the audience, like, of course, whenever you are buying somewhere, you're looking who is going to be renting out, who are your tenants. So basically, the area that we are at right now, by the end of the road, we have the Toyap Exhibition Center. The Toyap Exhibition Center is one of the biggest exhibition centers and one of the busiest exhibition centers in all of Istanbul. I mean, like at least 4 or 5 times in per month. It's busy. So from all over the world, yani people come from all over the world for this for these exhibitions, for these shows. So where they are going to be staying at, they're going to be staying at very close or nearby hotels or apartments. So this is a very good option, and it's only, I can say, like from 5 to 10 minutes away from it by car. So it's a very good option for them to stay at. And as I've told you, it's going to be somewhat of a touristic rent, so this provides you with higher ROI and in dollars.
Correct. Yeah, I guess it's no secret that the rental demand is very high in Istanbul, in Turkey in general. And as you mentioned, that means the short term and long term rental options are available, which of course the home buyers will get benefited from. Let's get away a little bit from the projects, and let's go into some personal opinions about Turkey itself, about living and relocating to Turkey. A lot of home buyers, they want to relocate to Turkey and they want to live here. What are the main challenges that a foreigner people like us can face.
Well, of course, يعني if I'm talking about Turkey in general, it's multicultural country. You know, it's multi races. You know, it's the first challenge that we will face to find the location that suits you. You know, because if you're talking, we close up on Istanbul only. Istanbul only as well is one of the most diverse cities in the world. If you would like some conservative areas, you will find conservative areas. If you would like more liberal areas, you will find that. It's very diverse areas. The first challenge that you will be facing is to find an area that will suit you. If you're coming here, relocating by yourself or by your family, this as well will be a different options available for you. But the good thing as well about Istanbul that will benefit you in this topic is that Istanbul is not a centralized city. Turkey itself, it's not a centralized country. You know, everywhere in Istanbul, you will get the facilities, you will get the services. As yani, it doesn't matter how far are you or where are you located, but all areas are facilitated. All areas get their own services, and the good thing about it is that every municipality, every baladia has, it's like a competition between every and each one. You know, which one will get the better services. You know, that's a type of healthy competition that makes life more comfortable for people. You know, foreigners or local.
Yeah, true. I agree with you. And also, there is the maybe the biggest challenge for me personally when I came to Turkey was the language barrier. The majority of people here, they don't speak English, uh, although the young generation, it's improving itself in this, and they are really changing maybe towards English language. But of course, this is one of the maybe biggest challenges as a foreigner. How was your experience with this when you came to?
Well, of course, the biggest challenge, of course, is going to be the language barrier, and it's more of a nationalistic country as well. You know, so it's a country that takes pride with their own language, their own culture. You know, so it's always the key. And if we are a foreigner, if you're looking to be living in Istanbul, it's of course the key is to know the language, the learn the language. But however, it's not a mandatory thing. You know, it's not something that you must or have to do. You know, it will make your life easier. That's for sure. You know, but however, it's not mandatory. It's not a must do thing. You know, because wherever you go, if you are looking for universities, there are public and private universities. If you're looking in schools, there are public private schools. Wherever you go, there will be some, as I've told you, diverse. You will be able to handle it, to يعني get by, you know, without knowing the language.
And most of the foreigners who travel here, who relocate here, are from maybe the Middle East, the Arabic speaking countries, and well, in the recent years from Russia, Ukraine, and some other European countries. But mostly we're talking about the Middle Easterns, which has like less cultural differences with Turkey itself, with Turkish people, with the locals. And I guess even in a lot of cases, it happened to me. The languages that I know, it helped me a lot in solving my issues.
Exactly. يعني learning the language, if you're talking about in learning the Turkish language, of course it's going to make your life way easier, and it's going to be يعني getting on with the locals. It's going to be very very good and lovely experience.
Yeah. How about the safety? By safety, I mean people are going to buy properties here with maybe at least 150, $200,000. It's a big money. It's a big money. It's the money that people have worked so hard to make, and they are going to invest it in a new country for different reasons. How safe it is to invest in Turkey, and what Turkey offers to the investors, including the residence permits, the citizenship maybe programs. What do you think about?
Of course, if we are talking about like a budget around like 200,000 that will be providing you with the residential permit, and it will be renewable as long as you have the a property with you. This is a very good option. Yani if you're looking to relocate and looking to buy an apartment to relocate in with at minimum of $200,000, that will be a very good option for you. If you're looking to get the citizenship as well, you might need to increase it a little bit, around to 400,000 US dollars as a minimum for to get the citizenship. You know, that's as per, of course, the Turkish laws to get the either the permit or the nationality.
Yeah, which is still a great option, I guess.
It is a very good option if you are just looking to test the waters. If you are talking, if you'd like to invest, and for example, a lot of clients just put the money, invest it a little bit, and wait on it. They don't need to relocate at the moment. They will just wait a little bit on it, and then they move in. First of all, after they waited, the value of their property increased. They have their residence permit as well. It's renewing every year. Um, so if we're talking about like any change in the world, is it's not like easy change, you know. However, I can suggest I can say that Istanbul is. You can move very smoothly in it, like you can change to Istanbul very smoothly due to these certain laws. And as I've told you, yani, if you're looking to live in the country, you don't have to know the language 100%. You know, there are all types of facilities that you can get without knowing the language,
Yeah,
without
and you will get to learn the language
you will
by
get, of
time
course, yeah. And
anyway.
if you're looking to live in a country, of course, it's much better to
And there
learn
are
the
always
language.
classes and courses available. Even I think
Of
the
course,
municipality of
exactly,
every area in Turkey and in Istanbul, they are offering some very low price or even free courses to
exactly. Yeah,
learn
and there
Turkish.
are all types of facilities that makes your life easier in that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Beside, of course, the great food and the great weather.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And all around the year, the weather is good. The weather is great. Of course, if you're talking about the
Today
food,
it's the hottest day of the summer. It's like above 35 degree. But
yeah.
right now, where we are sitting under the shadow, it's amazing.
Yeah, we are having fun right now.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get back to your projects. Now let's get into more details. Tell me about your project, the three projects that we're talking about. I guess one of them is the off-plan ones, right?
Yes. Okay, so let's start off with the one that we are at right now. The first Favos project that we have right now is one of the biggest projects in the area. The total area is 55,000 square meters. 30% of that area is going to be a shopping mall. The shopping mall here, as I've told you, the area is a villa area, a villa type area. It's يعني it's all of 90 to 95%, it's like villas. So we took the concept of the area and we made a mall that looks like the area. It's going to be a villa type mall. A villa, it's like Italian concept. It's going to be يعني every and each villa is going to be a brand or two brands, something like that. That's like the mall area. And of course, if you're talking about the brands in that we are going to have here, it's going something to cope with the area. I'm not going to tell you big names, but however, I just want to let you know that area that has a private jet, that has one of the biggest horse clubs in Istanbul, is going to have a shopping mall in it. So the brands that we are talking about here is going to be of the highest global brands in all of the world. It's going to be here, you know. So uh, as I've told you, this is not just going to be increasing the value of my projects. It's just going to be increasing the value of the whole area, and the project itself. Like we are talking about 70 plus shops in this project. 85% of it is green areas and facilities, top tier in terms of the facilities of the finishing. All facilities are included. We are talking about gym, sauna, Turkish hammam, swimming pool, indoor swimming pool, and the indoor swimming pool we have for ladies and we have for men. If people are looking for a more conservative option, this is a very good option. This is a very good option for living. The project that we are at right now, it's an excellent option due to the areas. If you're talking about, like, for example, the area of one bedroom apartment, it's almost like 100 meters, like 95 square meters is the areas of the one bedroom apartments that we have here, and with full lake and sea view. And the minimum amount, or like minimum area of a balcony that we have, it's like 11 meters. So يعني imagine, يعني of course, يعني a project like this with a view like this, it's يعني it's a must to have big
Even the one
balconies.
bedroom apartments, they have
Actually,
balconies.
this is the minimum. Yani the
Hmm.
11 meters, 11 square meters is the balcony of the one bedroom
Of the
apartment.
one bedroom. And what
Yeah.
type? What other types you have? One bedroom
We have
and
one bedroom, we have two bedrooms, up to three bedrooms.
up to three bedroom. I guess it makes it great for living, since you
Yeah,
say,
exactly. It's a very
yeah,
good option for living. You are living in a spacious apartment in excellent view. Underneath you, everything that you need. Like we are talking about malls, shops, everything that you need is going to be underneath you in terms of the shops. If in terms of the facilities, you will not need to get out of the of your like the project.
that's true.
Mhm.
And what about the other
The
projects?
second one, it's the same concept of a resort type like project. However, it is a little bit smaller to serve the investment idea. As I've told you, it has only 200 apartments in it. It is more of an investment type. It has smaller areas. However, the areas still are good. We are talking about starting areas from, for example, the two bedroom apartment 120, 118, 120, within that range. So as well, with full lake and sea view, as well, full facilities with basketball playgrounds, swimming pools, everything, and the view that you're going to have is from the ground floor. Even if you choose in any of the projects, if you choose not to have a sea view apartment, if you it's okay, because just go downstairs, you will have the full view, and you can sit at the facilities, you can the swimming pool, you will have the full view from the swimming pool.
Especially if you are buying to rent it out to invest,
Mhm.
maybe
Maybe you'll
the
not
view matters
concentrate
anyway.
much over the view,
But
exactly.
even without
Mhm.
like a full view, it is still a good investment. And when is the delivery time of this one?
These projects are going to be delivered by the end of the year in like 6 months.
All right. And the third option, the option that I'm waiting, because it's an off-plan one, right?
Yes. This one, yani, if a client comes to me, is telling me I want something to live, I want investment, this is the number one option for me. However, yani, officially we didn't start the sales operation in it. We didn't launch it yet. We have some clients who saw the maquette, who saw the sample.
I just saw it.
Uh,
It was amazing.
yeah, they loved it. They asked about it. They initially they came for the one that's going to be almost ready project. They asked about it, but when they saw there is a new off-plan project, they pushed us to get options, and we pushed the management to get options for them. And that's the beauty of it. Yani, the beauty of this project is that it's not just very close to the Ebesh, to the Metrobus line. It has full lake and sea view, the same as the other projects. It has a very good and lenient payment plan. Um, that's why people love it, especially that they're not looking to be relocating immediately. So if that's the option, I would suggest this project without opening my
Yeah, I guess
eyes.
the investors know the game. They're smart enough
Exactly.
to
If
see.
if you are targeting an off-plan project, you need to know the construction company first. They saw the history of the construction company. They saw the previous projects of it. They saw everything about it, and they felt comfortable. And like for a construction company, there is one project that has a good quality of finishing. There is another project that has another type of finishing. But here we have the same name, the same brand name, the Favoris name. So we here have the same type of quality. So they saw the quality of the ready projects, they saw the name of the construction company, and then that's why they decided to invest in a new option.
I guess in the main concern about buying in an off-plan project, not only in Turkey, in everywhere in the world, it's the delivery time. People are afraid. Will it be delivered? Will there be any delays? How long will the delays be? And as I understood, and as we know, the Gul Inşaat development, of course, the history, the background behind them shows everything. But like, what do you suggest to this kind of concerns?
As I've told you, you need to track the construction company, to track their history, to know what they did, if there has been any delays in their history, and thankfully, for example, in our case, the Gul Inshaat construction company, they have very good history. We have a saying that of course wherever you see the locals where they are buying, buy like them. So that's the point. Here we have 90% from 85 to 90% of our clients are local clients, uh, if the name of of a company that's been from the 70s is not that good, they wouldn't come, so that's a clue. That's a reason why they are coming, why we are selling for the Turkish, for the local buyer before the foreigner. Because the name itself, when they see the name of the construction company, they know the quality, they know their history, they know they don't delay in the delivery time. They come immediately, they seek the new options, the off-plan options with the construction company.
Yeah, like since 2018, when the Turkish government they decided to open the doors to foreign investors, and they came up with the idea of 250,000 and get your citizenship, and even it was, I guess, 100,000 investment and get the residence permit. Well, due to some changes in during these years, the law has changed from 250 to 400, from 100,000 to 200,000 for residence permit. And of course there were some other demographic changes and some maybe political changes in the world, which maybe resulted to um, like attracting the foreign investors less. But based on the numbers that we can see today, that can be seen in a Tweak website, which is a very official website of the statistics in Turkey. It shows that the real estate market is booming. The locals are buying, and the numbers, and even the foreign side, it's increasing. The numbers are increasing, but the local market, it's incredibly growing here.
Exactly. It's the thing is about like Turkey or Istanbul. It's a people's country. It's not made for the foreign. The main concern of the country is the local citizen. That's why. It's not like a bubble. The real estate sector, it's not going to go for a bubble or something like that. Why? Because it's made for the local. You know, the locals, whenever when the foreign market was at its best, it wasn't up to 10% of the total market. The local market is always dominating in Turkey. It's from 5 to 10% only for the foreign market. So there is movement, there always demand from the local market. People know, they know that whenever you are investing in real estate, you're not actually losing. Especially if it's new projects, new areas, new like something like that. Especially in city like Istanbul. As I've told you, it's one of the most growing cities in the world. So even in the area that we are at right now, the Alkin 2000, in by the Toyab, there's going to be a new metro line. So there is always improvements. There are always some kind of update in the city. So that, for the foreign investor, for the local investor as well, it gives relief, it gives a belief as well, that his money is not going to go for waste. He's investing his money in somewhere that maybe if he waited maybe 3 years, he will get his return on his capital. That's the whole idea of investing in especially in Istanbul.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you are buying a property, you are getting benefited from the residency or the citizenship, and at like in maximum 3 years, you can start if you decide on selling, you can sell your property, get your the returns, get your ROI, get your advantages from it, and you end up with having all the benefits at the same time. How about your future projects? I would like to know about. I guess you said
It's
there are three
still
one.
unveiled. It's still we didn't
What
announce
should we
anything.
expect?
We are expecting the same type of these projects to be high quality, and we are making sure not just the quality. We are making sure the area itself is going to be serviced. As I've told you, yani, when we are making these projects, we are putting in mind the previous investors in the first phases, the people who bought in the first phases, the first three phases. We are putting them in our mind in terms of pricing, in terms of everything, you know, in terms of their request. For example, if they have a note, if they have something that they told us that it would be better if you have done something like that. So this goes into consideration in our new projects. We are making or tweaking our plans according to the feedback of
That's
our
great.
clients, local and foreign as well.
Yeah, it was like 6 years ago when I first came to Turkey and I came to Büyükçekmece area. In that time, I saw the area was starting to develop, and today, like I've been, of course, during this time to the area, but today when I come to Büyükçekmece, I see a lot of developments. I see the removal of the old industrial sites and the new projects coming up, like your projects and other developments which are growing. And I guess in the near future, I guess this will be a huge investment.
Exactly. The area that we are at right now, as you've mentioned, the industrial side of the area that we are at right now, it's actually the core of the investment of this area. This, yani, everywhere in Istanbul, there was, like, if you're talking about like the city center and going further from the city center, there was industrial areas, and they kept a little bit moving a little bit further. So right now, the government made something that they made two industrial areas that's a little bit far from here, and they gave an idea for the existing industrials in existing storage units, existing companies, that if you move to the new areas, we will be reducing your taxes, you know. So this type of encouragement will make the whole area going to be changed, you know. So if we are talking about an area that's still at its beginning, it's still going to have a metro line connected to it, going to connect from our area to the Yenikape, to the old city, you know. And as well, getting this area, the industrial area, to change. It's already changed a lot. Yani it was an industrial area. Right now, it's mostly storage units, most of the parts of this area. So right now, it already changed. It's going to change completely. It's going to be a totally new, different area.
Great. And there is a question I wanted to ask. It's a bit challenging. Of course, we talked about advantages and disadvantages beside. But I would like to know your opinion about the negative points, the worries, or maybe the points that a foreign investor should really be careful about it and have concerns about it. What like mistakes that they can do? What are those points? Maybe as a foreigner, as a client, if you have, what do you suggest to not do those mistakes?
First of all, it depends on what you are targeting from your investment. If you are looking for commercial options, if you're looking for residential options, the most important thing is to be with the right uh, agency, the right consulting company, the one that will tell you the benefits and the advantages and disadvantages of every and each area. And depending on what you are looking for, they will provide you with the best options. You know, every area, every and each area has its own advantages, has its own disadvantages. So you need to know more about every and each area before investing. If you're investing here, if you're investing there, you need to know what's around you, the square meter, the price of the square meter, everything. You know, you need to be fully aware of where you are, the facilities that's going to be you're going to have in the area that you are at right now. It's more, especially if you are an investor, you are looking for the facilities that's going to be served in the area. That's the most important part. You need to be in full awareness in these types. Some people, they go investing in areas without knowing that. This, yani, for example, you, Mr. Mohammed, you will you have this awareness, you will tell them that this area has a mall going to be here, there is a metro line is going to be here. يعني if the client goes alone, if the client goes without knowing these details, he will end up buying in some areas that will not be serviced at least within the next 5 to 10 years.
Yeah.
You know,
So what you suggest is do your studies, do your research.
exactly. Do your research,
Choose the
and
best consultant that
yeah,
you
the
can.
consultant with you will be fully aware with these details. So always consult.
It's very important.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I'd like to thank you a lot, Mr. Mortasim, for being with us today, and I would like to hear from you if you have any final comments, any suggestions.
Actually, for Artu company, we are going to have for your next 10 clients after this episode is uploaded. For your next 10 clients, we're going to have special offers, special payment plans for them.
That's amazing. So, as you heard, 10 clients with best offers, with best discounts. The projects here in Büyükçekmece with the favors team, the Gul Inşaat developments, they are waiting for you. We can arrange the visits and we can continue, and we are expecting those discounts. Thank you.
Inshallah.
Thank you very
No
much.
problem. You're more than welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
Yo.
واضمن استثمارك مع أرتو العقارية. أرتو ريال استيت.